Hello. Welcome back to Module 3, Applying Artificial Intelligence. Today, we will go over Section 2, the usability of artificial intelligence. In this video, you will learn some of the ways in which AI has been employed, as well as how AI models are trained and how human expertise remains a significant feature. When discussing the usability of AI, research has demonstrated that math and programming are daunting topics for students who are not computer science majors. However, as has been mentioned, you do not need to be skilled in these subjects to understand AI concepts. Video games offer you a good opportunity to encounter artificial intelligence. Some multiplayer games support both human and virtual opponents. These games are places where you can learn to differentiate between real and virtual players. This simulation variant of the Turing test allows you an opportunity to consider issues in AI as you try to guess which opponents in the game are your fellow humans. Professor Ronald Rensink at the University of British Columbia developed a flicker paradigm that measures the time taken to become aware of a change in a pair of flickering images. The results allow you to determine the reliability of your senses and cognitive function. Pause the video, scan the QR code to access the site, and see how you do. You might then question whether a computer could be similarly tricked. Have you encountered technology that is able to see and recognize an image? This can take the form of facial recognition, pedestrian detection, or recognizing traffic lights. Forward propagation is the term used to identify images in a neural network. Backpropagation is used to fine-tune a neural network and correct any errors in the identification of an object. The process repeatedly reviews the object until the concept is learned and the neural network can accurately identify the image. What are some problems that could occur with technology that recognizes images? Reflect on a world that could become reliant on systems that use image recognition technology. How much data is needed to accurately train systems? Who oversees the system and ensures the training data are correct? Neural networks are expensive and time-consuming to train, so many users outsource the procedure or rely on pre-trained virtual models that can then be modified for a specific task. Outsourcing has inherent security risks, as neural networks can be trained to misbehave by malicious parties. Criminals, terrorists, and other wrongdoers potentially have the ability to corrupt agents by tampering with their training data. This is known as a backdoored neural network, or a bad net. Backdoored models seemingly perform according to specifications, but actually instigate targeted misclassifications or corrode the accuracy of the model. These alterations might be difficult to detect until disaster occurs. What issues could arise if errors in classification are made at this stage? As we discussed in Module 2, machine learning models are being trained to make decisions for a number of real-life applications, be they for hiring or policing or grammar checkers. Training for automated decision-making models is typically performed in what is called batch mode. This means that decisions are made in one batch and observed results are incorporated into the training data for the next batch. Prior to being released for use, the models are trained and validated with historical data. Many times, the problem of feedback alters the nature of the training process in that real-world results may not be reported to the algorithms. Additionally, decisions made by the trained model could influence the training data received in the future. Science is one of the few professions where being wrong, in the context of a hypothesis, is valuable because knowledge is still generated. Ask yourself, can a computer make a mistake? What would it mean if it does? What does it mean to fool a computer? Zhang and Defoe presented the respondents to their survey with 13 governance challenges for government agencies and technology companies that will need to carefully manage AI development. The 4 judged to be most vital were: preventing AI-assisted surveillance from violating privacy and civil liberties, preventing AI from being used to spread fake or harmful content online, preventing AI cyber attacks against governments, companies, organizations, and individuals, and protecting data privacy. An emerging perspective is human-centered artificial intelligence, in which systems are designed with awareness that they must interact with and around humans. Human stakeholders include users, operators, and clients. Some intelligent systems are being designed to mimic social responsibility in areas such as fairness, accountability, and transparency. While machines are assembling the sum total of human knowledge and becoming conversant in various areas, how will human expertise evolve? No one has yet arrived at a definite answer, but, given that AI is not error-free, humans will still be required to take responsibility for the output. One way to do this is for humans to strive for deep proficiency in a few key areas of knowledge. When the answers become readily available through generative AI, you will still need to know how to frame a question with efficiency and creativity. You can engage in a Socratic debate with generative AI, a well-informed, patient, and accommodating tool, to think through a question and articulate an argument. You will need to candidly access your knowledge gaps and be conscientious enough to fill them. Curiosity will become a driving factor in this new age of AI. Knowing more than generative AI is possible by possessing a great depth of knowledge in narrow subject areas. For years to come, there will be worthwhile contextual information that has not been integrated into machine predictions. Having more expertise means you are able to combine AI output with your own information, judgment, critical thinking, and creativity. Additionally, by immersing yourself in a particular subject, you will be able to evaluate the output and detect errors and inaccuracies in AI's accumulated knowledge. Real expertise is the ability to produce content that surpasses strictly AI output in terms of depth, breadth, accuracy, and worth. As mentioned, generative AI synthesizes existing knowledge and acts as a prediction engine. Human experts can take those machine-generated forecasts or recommendations and any contextual information, which is theory, and turn them into smart decisions, which is practice. Generative AI can deliver personalized learning experiences. AI-generated content may be tailored to individual student needs and interests. AI can draft an outline, prompt ideas, and connect to other works, research, and content created by humans. Generative AI offers enhanced content creation. Tools could provide rapid generation of educational materials, such as lesson plans, quizzes, and feedback. There is also the potential for improved student engagement. Interactive and adaptive learning experiences can be powered by AI. Still, human oversight and fact-checking is needed to ensure the accuracy and quality of AI-generated content. Students and faculty need to address concerns related to academic integrity and plagiarism. AI-generated content should be critically evaluated and properly attributed. As you prepare for an AI-driven future, you should develop your skills in prompt creation, critical thinking, and AI literacy. GPT and other AI writing tools should not be used for every assignment. There is an appropriate time, place, and manner to utilize the application. This depends on your instructor's guidelines and the learning objectives. AI is a tool that can enhance your product, not be a substitute for your original work. According to D'Agostino, where students were once required to master content, you will now need to master the interpretation and utilization of the content. Whether you use AI, you remain accountable for learning how to formulate a paper, research a topic, and produce original content. Subject to your instructor's course expectations, you are responsible for using intelligent systems that generate accurate language, which is appropriate to the audience and purpose, and indicative of your own voice. You also need to monitor and report any technical issues you encounter. Next time. With this video, you have finished Module 3. In the next, we will move on to Module 4, Prompt Creation, where you will learn how to ask those questions and craft effective inputs to an AI model. Until then, thank you for your time. If you want to learn more about the subjects we have discussed, here are the sources used for this section.